The trebuchet, a marvel of medieval engineering, has roots that extend far back in time, showcasing the ingenuity and resourcefulness of ancient civilizations. Its origins lie in ancient China, where the earliest forms of this siege engine emerged around the 4th century BC, marking the beginning of a revolutionary approach to warfare. These early machines, known as traction trebuchets, relied on the brute force of dozens, even hundreds of men pulling on ropes to launch projectiles, demonstrating the power of coordinated human effort. The counterweight trebuchet, with its superior power and accuracy, appeared in China by the 12th century, representing a significant technological advancement in siege warfare. The trebuchet's reputation as a siege weapon par excellence spread westward, adopted by the Byzantines in the Eastern Roman Empire by the 6th century, where it became a crucial part of their military strategy. From there, it made its way into the arsenals of Muslim armies in the Middle East and North Africa, further cementing its status as a formidable weapon in medieval warfare. By the 12th century, the trebuchet had become a fixture on European battlefields, where it played a pivotal role in numerous sieges and battles. The Mongols, renowned for their military prowess, embraced the trebuchet's power, incorporating it into their conquests throughout Asia and Europe in the 13th and 14th centuries, showcasing their adaptability and strategic acumen. The trebuchet's journey across continents highlights its enduring effectiveness as a siege engine, a testament to its robust design and devastating impact. Its adoption by diverse cultures and its continued use over centuries underscore its significance in shaping the course of medieval warfare, influencing the outcomes of countless battles and sieges. The evolution of the trebuchet, from its humble beginnings in ancient China to its widespread use across Eurasia, is a testament to its power and versatility, reflecting the ingenuity of the engineers who perfected it over centuries. The development of the trebuchet saw a pivotal shift from human power to the exploitation of gravity. Early traction trebuchets, while effective, were limited by their reliance on manpower. The sheer number of men required to operate them made them cumbersome and logistically challenging. The advent of the counterweight trebuchet marked a significant technological leap. Instead of human muscle, these machines harnessed the force of gravity by using a massive counterweight. This innovation allowed for the launching of heavier projectiles over greater distances with increased accuracy. The counterweight, often a box filled with stones, earth, or lead, provided a consistent and powerful force. This shift from traction to counterweight propulsion transformed the trebuchet into a true siege weapon. It could now hurl enormous stones capable of smashing through fortified walls with devastating effect. The counterweight trebuchet's increased range also made it possible to target enemy positions and fortifications from a safer distance, reducing the risk to the attacking force. The evolution of the trebuchet's propulsion system highlights the ingenuity of medieval engineers. Their ability to harness the power of gravity and translate it into a devastating force on the battlefield revolutionized siege warfare and left a lasting impact on military history. Constructing a trebuchet was a complex undertaking requiring skilled craftsmen and a significant investment of resources. These craftsmen were not just builders, they were engineers, mathematicians, and artisans, each bringing their expertise to the project. The primary material used was timber, chosen for its strength, flexibility, and availability. Timber was sourced from nearby forests, ensuring that the materials were fresh and robust. Oak, elm, and ash were favored for their durability and resistance to the stresses of launching heavy projectiles. These woods were meticulously selected and seasoned to prevent warping and cracking. The trebuchet's frame, a massive structure of heavy timbers, had to be carefully assembled to withstand the immense forces generated during launch. Each beam was precisely cut and fitted to ensure maximum stability. The throwing arm, also made of wood, was carefully shaped to provide the optimal trajectory for the projectile. This arm was the heart of the trebuchet, and its construction required the utmost precision. Iron bands and reinforcements were used at critical stress points to strengthen the structure. These metal components were forged by blacksmiths and added an extra layer of durability. The sling, a crucial component of the trebuchet's design, was typically made from strong, flexible materials like leather or hemp. This sling had to be both durable and flexible to handle the forces of the launch. It was attached to the throwing arm and held the projectile securely during the launch sequence. The attachment process was critical to ensure the projectile was released at the right moment. The sling's length and design were carefully calculated to impart the correct spin and trajectory to the projectile. This calculation was essential for achieving maximum range and accuracy. Assembling a trebuchet was a logistical challenge, often requiring the labor of dozens of men over several weeks. Coordination and teamwork were vital to ensure the structure was built correctly. The massive timbers had to be transported, shaped, and fitted together with precision. This process involved not only physical labor, but also careful planning and measurement. Once assembled, the trebuchet was a formidable weapon, capable of laying siege to even the most heavily fortified castles and cities. Its power and range made it a key asset in medieval warfare. The trebuchet's versatility extended beyond its impressive range and power to the variety of projectiles it could launch. This adaptability made it a formidable weapon in medieval warfare. While large stones, quarried or gathered and shaped, were the most common ammunition, the trebuchet could also hurl other deadly surprises. These projectiles were carefully chosen based on the strategic needs of the siege. Incendiary projectiles, such as fireballs soaked in pitch or Greek fire, a highly flammable liquid, were particularly feared. These could set fire to wooden structures within enemy fortifications, causing widespread destruction. These fire-based attacks not only caused physical damage, but also instilled fear and chaos among the defenders. Disease-ridden carcasses, another grim tool of siege warfare, were sometimes launched into besieged towns. This was a form of early biological warfare. The intent was to spread disease and weaken the enemy's resolve, making it easier to capture the town. The psychological impact of these unconventional projectiles was significant. The sight of flaming missiles or the stench of rotting flesh raining down upon them could demoralize even the most resolute defenders. The trebuchet, therefore, became a weapon of terror as much as a tool of destruction. Its presence on the battlefield was enough to strike fear into the hearts of those under siege. The ingenuity of medieval engineers and the adaptability of the trebuchet allowed for the use of various projectiles, each with its unique strategic purpose. This versatility made the trebuchet an indispensable tool in medieval warfare. Whether it was the brute force of a large stone or the psychological impact of a diseased carcass, the trebuchet's arsenal reflected the brutal realities of medieval warfare. It was a testament to the lengths to which armies would go to secure victory.